the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit. Who gon' stop me now? I'm on the road, let me know who gon' stop me now. Who gon' stop me now? Who gon' stop me now? I'm on the road, let me know who gon' stop me now. Gang, gang. When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit. When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit.
I'ma get it, you know I be on the way. Yeah. You know I be on the way. Man on a mission, I'ma get it, you know I be on the way. Yeah, it's all hard, ain't no fear here. You ain't giving this to all, you steer clear. Never beat, I've been down and I reappear. You got some money on the line, you better put it here. Rolling in and doing that work. Check priorities, I'm doing that first. Checks big and I'm sure that hurts, but it's checkmate, we ain't selling short, know the work. Ain't nowhere to hide, you ain't gotta see me come and keep me on your mind, cause I be on the way. Yeah. You know I be on the way. Man on a mission, I'ma get it, you know I be on the way. Yeah, man we coming for them bags that they said I couldn't have, get the chain. I got a vision for the things you ain't believe. Here's the motto, hard work is over everything. It's that comeback. I'm calling plays, hit the pass, then the run back. Yeah, I'm far ahead and gotta run laps. But we ain't letting up, we never done that. Ain't nowhere to hide. You ain't gotta see me come and keep me on your mind, cause I be on the way. Yeah. You know I be on the way. Man on a mission, I'ma get it, you know I be on the way. Yeah.
line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit. Stayed down, remain humble and I made it work. Crazy how I came out so clean from the dirt. We was using candles on the nights the lights ain't work. We ain't never going back to that and that I merch. Turn your back on me, the worst mistake you ever make. Keep my grass cut, gotta watch out for the snakes. If it's on my plate, best believe it's getting 8. I'm ballin' like I'm Kobe 33 before the 8. I just want the rings and the medals and the trophies. I want the Kardashians and Jenner to all know me. I wanna take a Uber to the hills to visit Chloe. I want the floor seats cause I'm tired of the nosebleeds. When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit. I feel like I'm Scottie Pippen, putting on the work but they don't give me no recognition. Basically the league's MVP but the P is missing. I'm the most valuable but sometimes they tend to forget it. I live my life on the edge but my back against the wall. I make sure my shoes lace cause who gon' catch me if I fall against the odds, but I'ma beat them all. I used to have a lot of friends, I never thought my day one circle be this small, but who needs love if it's fake love? I'm trying to shine like the diamonds on Mike's glove. Get in my way and you gon' feel it just like Mike's glove. I'm trying to go from burnt rugs to the red rugs. That's facts. When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit. Who gon' stop me now? I'm on the road, let me know. Who gon' stop me now? Who gon' stop me now? Who gon' stop me now? I'm on the road, let me know. Who gon' stop me now? Gang, gang. When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit. When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit.
And we are back here for the second half as the teams come out, still getting ready to warm up. Shiloh Christian is the first team out on the field, still waiting on the Comets to approach the field. But the score is 34-20 at the beginning of this second half. And just to recap the first half, I mean, it looked like it was going to be a shootout, but Shiloh Christian scored their first touchdown on the first play of the game. Once they got the ball in their second series, it took them 2 plays to score. And Bo Williams has been playing a fantastic game. He is their running back. He's been everywhere on defense, even made a sack, forced a fumble. So the kid is everywhere. Neal has also been playing a great game there in the secondary for the Saints. But the Comets, they are down by 14 points. Ringo has been sacked about 7 times in tonight's game. Not sure if that's an O-line thing or if that's him holding the ball a little bit too much with this 3-3-5 defense, having 8 people in coverage and only 4 receivers out. So, Carl and Steve, I want to start with Carl. Carl, what do you think the Comets can do to just have a better second half?
I like the Murdoch move at linebacker. That for sure, I think will turn the tables of how this game could possibly turn out, especially for that defense on that side of the ball. They beefed up front. I think just filling those gaps, even if you're getting double teamed or driven back, just make a pal, just being able to make a pal and letting Derek Murdoch come up in those gaps and be able to make a play, I think that will be big.
Yeah, I'd say offensively they've just got to keep finding their way. I thought things looked good there. I think I'm in agreement with you guys. They're going to have to push the ball down the field. The running game's really being shut down so far. So I think offensively they just got to put it in the hands of Turk. Turk's got to make some good decisions in the pocket, but overall I'd like to see him, like you guys have said, I'd like to see him find some room over the middle. That second level of the defense, there's some spots open deep in that zone. So, and really, I mean, if Turk can stand in there and deliver it, we've had guys that are outrunning their corners. We've got opportunities, so I'd like to see us take a couple of shots here to start the second half.
And I think that is exactly what they should do. Maybe even get their running back into the flats just a little bit. I mean, that's been open all game, so we will see if the Comets have made adjustments. And let's just hope for the best. They will be getting this ball to start the second half. We have a minute left before they're finished. They are warming up right now.
And it's 5-on-8 out there as far as really 4-on-8 with the running back standing in the block, Tyler. So
and it's 4-on-8, and then it's 5-on-3. But the 3 down linemen that the Saints are causing havoc. I mean, they're getting back there every time. And they're even doing cross blitz where they're actually sending Bo Williams and actually dropping one back. So it's been kind of – they have a nice – playbook on offense and defense. So we'll see if the Comets can make something shake here in this second half. It looks like they're cold once again, but that has nothing to do with it. It is the playoffs. 34-20, down by 14, win or go home. This will be a long bus ride home if these guys lose. I mean, it's going to be long either way, but if they don't get the W, it's going to be pretty worse than winning. So we'll see what the Comets can do and what they put together in halftime. As we know, they are one of the best teams that come back in the second half. They came back from 19 points when they were playing against Whitehall. They are now down by 14. We will see what Turk and this offense can do. Will they go to Rigo? I mean, will they go to Shaw? Will they go to Pierce? Will they go to King? Will they go to Johnson? Will they go to Brown? We don't know, but someone needs to step up, and we'll see who it is soon.
Couple of quick score updates. Robinson leads Batesville 28-0. Valley View, the winner of this game, gets Valley View or Camden Fairview. Valley View leads that one 21-14 in the second. I don't have an update on that one yet. And that is it for your 5A games.
They're set to kick this ball off. They actually kick it right out of bounds, so there will be a flag. And these Comets now have a chance to get within striking distance. Down by 14, get in the end zone, down by 7, make a stop, tie the game. We'll have a ball game, so we'll see what these Comets can do. They are great against adversity.
this is going to be – I'd like to see this first and possibly second down play calling. Want to see if that differs from the first half. I think you just need to pick up yardage. Positive plays is what this team needs right now for the momentum.
And this team just has to be disciplined. They have to play discipline in order to win this game and come back. And now we're seeing Charlie on offense. Tyler Johnson goes in motion, has nowhere to go, tackle behind the line of scrimmage, gets mad, and that is a flag. And they're shooting themselves in the foot right now. I understand the frustration, but you can't show it in games like this.
And I don't think that was anybody's fault right there. It was just
great defense.
Great defense. I mean, he kept his contain. And if you're Tyler Johnson right there, you can't put your team behind the sticks like that with a penalty like that.
This. You're right. And Tyler Johnson comes out. They send Daniel Brown in, and that will hurt the Comets.
And that puts them way back. This will be second and about 26.
And it's frustrating when you can't get things going that you're used to doing, but you have to just stay in the game.
Let's see if the defensive backs can hold up. We're pretty sure they're going to take the shot right here.
Now we're ready. Clock rolls, 34-20. Ringo flushed out of the pocket once again and is tackled even farther behind that line of scrimmage. And they continue to get pushed back. And Carl, I don't want to keep saying it, but that flare route, a flat route by the running back, it's open every time. And of course, one play won't win the game, but one play can get you some yards. Now 3rd and forever. It's actually 3rd and 31. And they run a quick screen to QJ King. QJ stays in bounds and picks up only half of the yards.
And that is what I want to see on 1st and 2nd down from this Comets offense. Positive plays. You know you're not going to lose any yards on a play like that. You have the athletes. I've been preaching that over the last few games. Just the quick hits on 1st down can be critical for the turnout of a drive.
And hopefully QJ can get a good snap right here. None of the snaps have been good so far. And this one is just as bad, but QJ gets that one, kicks it. And a fair catch right there at the 40-yard line. And Carl, what do you want to see out of this defense?
It's not about what I want to see, Tyler. It's what we need to see, or this one will be a long second half. I think they have to try to come up with a big stop here after a stalled offensive possession, after the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
I think this is a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory drive here.
Steve, I might be with you right there. They actually run the read option, and who is it? Charlie right there, but he gets blocked.
He's being held. The fans saw it as well.
Not much love for those linemen up front. Haven't seen too many holding penalties called.
And the Saints aren't even letting the Comets get set. The hurry-up offense is, you have to have that down pack. Everyone has to be disciplined on the offensive side of the ball. We do have a flag, and that will back the Saints up a couple of yards.
Man. You just got to think, Tyler, how big would a turnover be for this
It'd be
defense?
very big, especially if they could actually get to the inside, and there's Charlie right there making that tackle.
And that's not bad. I really like this move, putting Murdoch at that linebacker position. It looks like they moved him back over to DN now. Great way to just shoot the gaps right there. Small gain of 2. And let's see him put this in the air
3rd and 11.
on this play.
And that pass comes up incomplete. 4th and 11.
Big 3 and out right there.
Caught a big break
like
there. The
these-
wide receiver slipped and fell coming out of his route. That helped out a big time.
And they had that comeback route, that hard release, like he was running down the field. Comeback route, we saw it a few times, more than a few times in that first half. We see it there again, so they like what they have.
Short kick.
Short kick right out of bounds. Right out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. And these Comets, this is their chance to put some points on the board once again. We're going to see what they do.
Yeah, the first drive, they came out, got the big penalty on the first down play, which was post-play, so that made it second down minus the yardage. So really started second down and 31 on that last drive. Got to stay out of long down and distance situations here.
And I'd like to see them switch up that post-wheel combo. I want to see maybe a post corner.
Daniel Brown has one of his better runs of the game right there. Picks up about 6 yards.
Now we have Derek Murdoch coming in. Pretty sure this ball is going to him right here.
And Murdoch lowers the boom, picks up the first down, and the Comets might have found something.
Tyler Johnson not on the field right now. They have Charlie in that up back position.
And they hand that one off to Murdoch again. He tries to get outside and is tackled about a yard behind the line of scrimmage. Bringing up 2nd and 11. Daniel Brown comes back into the game as Murdoch comes out.
And we haven't seen much play action from them, Tyler.
We haven't, but with this 3 front that the Saints are in, I'm not sure why it's so difficult just to get this ball off. And QJ King right there for the quick screen gets a great block, lowers the boom, runs over Holman, and picks up a first down.
And that's the way to show your teammates. Way to show your teammates right there how much you want it. He could have easily taken a 7-yard catch, but decided to turn it in the first yard to the first down.
And we always see plays like that made from QJ. And right there, Jabray Shaw is open, makes a cut, breaks the shoestring tackle, spins out of another, makes a man miss, and is pushed out of bounds by Bo Williams in the red zone. And now they're knocking on this door. And man, oh man, can these guys get into the end zone and make this game a little bit more interesting? I believe the defense will feed off the offense's energy if they can get into this end zone right here. 7 minutes, 48 seconds, 34-20, down by 14. 1st and 5 yards to go. Daniel Brown into the end zone, and that's enough for a cornerstone touchdown.
And I know his dad is watching this broadcast as he always does. Shouts out to him. And that is a great run right there by Daniel Brown. Just put your nose down and find a way to make a play. Jabray hobbles off of the field here before the 2-point conversion.
And it looks like Zion Smith comes into the game. I actually had a chance. That is number 27. I got a chance to talk to him earlier. I believe that was Tuesday. He's a sophomore, 6 feet, 225 pounds. Pretty big for a sophomore. And he's one of those hard-working type of guys that actually run a reverse pass with Anton Pierce. Pierce has nowhere to go and throws an interception, and the defensive line is everywhere. He is one of the captains for the Saints. He's in the middle of the field, and he is energized, looking like Gronkowski out there with the elbow brace. But like I said, Zion Smith, sophomore, pretty big guy, plays D-line, linebacker, anywhere they really need him. He has 1 sack in 11 games. Favorite team is TCU. He wanted me to know that about him. TCU Horned Frogs.
I'm rooting against him right now. I'm an Ohio State fan, and depending on how this Michigan thing turns out. But the kid for sure is a hybrid. He plays everywhere. I did not know that he was only a sophomore, Tyler. That is music to my ears, and I'm sure Coach Lee's as well.
The score now 34-26. Down by 8. And this game has gotten interesting. A shootout. Battle of the best offense. And Steve, do you have something to say you'd like to add in?
You know, all I'm going to add is you've seen this defense really step up the last few possessions. They've done a great job of slowing down the Saints.
QJ kicks that ball right out of bounds. Giving the Saints a short field, I don't think that's really the best thing to do, but this is the second half. I'm sure adjustments have been made. Will Bo Williams continue to have the game that he's been having all night, or will they stop him short of that?
If they can get some holding penalties up there on Charlie, I think that gives the Mills defense a chance being able to put the ball on those sticks. So let's hope we get.
And I'm surprised we haven't got any holding penalties as much as the Saints like to roll out and run to the outside, because we always know that outside tackle or that leading blocker has to try and hook and turn the defender, and that sometimes causes a hold. Right there, Williams sends Neal in motion. Wisdom sends Neal in motion. And Charlie, the chocolate factory is now open as he gets Wisdom behind the line of scrimmage, and Wisdom is a little bit shaken up right there.
What? I'm not sure about that spot right there.
Oh, they moved that way up.
My God, it had to be almost by 5 yards. But nevertheless, Mills fighting the adversity.
Wow.
Quarterback Wisdom comes up hobbled for sure, and I'd hate to see Charlie fall on me.
Yeah, he's going to go down, and Wisdom's going to have to come out of the game. And that's interesting. Now that's an interesting situation here, because I think if you're Coach Lee, he's got an argument. What's the call? It's going to be an injury timeout, but Wisdom just popped right back up after he sat down. It's an interesting, some Lane Kiffin stuff going on out there.
Definitely. I thought it was a trick play probably coming or something.
I don't know if they trying to use that as an extra timeout or the kid.
Well, that's exactly what they did, but if they didn't use a timeout, then Wisdom's got to come off the field, which they didn't use a timeout.
At least for a play, right?
Yeah. They do. Yeah, 7's on the field now, so they do not have Wisdom on the field anymore.
And I'm sure they hand this one off
to Bo Williams.
For sure, to Bo Williams. You don't want your backup quarterback to come in and make any mistakes. They chop the clock, and here we go.
Number 7 is Garrett Odom, a sophomore. And he hands that ball off right to Bo Williams. Bo Williams finds a hole, still running, and is finally tackled after picking up about 10 yards right there.
Jabray is really out there fighting against that left knee.
Well, a tough break there. Charlie got too far up the field, got out of position a little bit.
Wisdom now back in, hands that ball off to Bo Williams.
Oh.
And Wisdom and Bo Williams, the duo, they're making plays. That brings up first down.
And they're using the tempo right here, Tyler.
And Charlie busts through the line.
Not able to get him right there, loses contain. And a short pickup. Still able to force him out of bounds right there, so not a terrible play. But you want to keep that contained if you're Charlie.
If these Comets can get a stop right here, maybe even a Williams fumble, they'll be lucky. But Bo is running the ball.
And I don't think they ease up on this run right here. I think they just put their thumbs down.
Either. Ball on the 32, 1st and 10.
And coach wants to talk it over and slow this game down a little bit for his defense.
Bo Williams does a great job of just kind of shrugging off that first contact every single time. Comets are going to have to get a couple more bodies in there to really shut him down, because they're doing a good job. They're getting him right around the line of scrimmage, but he's breaking those arm tackles to start and picking up 5-10 more after that.
Low to the ground, strong type of running back, and that's exactly what you ask for when you want a guy putting the ball in his hands.
Hey, I want to say thanks to everybody watching tonight. We got over 500, almost 600 people on the stream right now, I believe. And so appreciate everybody. I see our guy TJ in the comments as well.
Scary Terry.
I hate the fact Terry couldn't make it up this week, but hopefully if we move on this week, he'll be able to join you guys again next week. And listen, I know we don't want to talk about basketball season yet, but December 1st going to be our first Mills broadcast. The Central Tigers will come over to the U to face off with Mills. And if we're not playing for a state title, we'll have all our guys back. So basketball, we might have a shot against both Sang and them guys, but it should be a good ball game at the U.
Wisdom and Bo Williams backheaded once again. And he actually keeps that ball. Jabray misses the tackle. And we see why Wisdom is a 1,000-yard rusher.
Great play design right there. Bo's been killing him. They send him in motion as a decoy, and he just tucks it.
And what I can't seem to understand is why the inside zone isn't working against this three front. Are the linebackers just coming down extremely fast, or what is it? Because the three front is actually getting to Ringo when he's dropping back for the pass as well.
They are filling those gaps pretty fast, Tyler. The linebackers are shooting those gaps. With that being said, that is why I would like to see the play action. It would open up the middle of the field tremendously. (41-26), as I said, the Shiloh Christian Saints, they do average over 50 points. They average 51 points per game and only give up 21 points per game. In the last 8 games, the Saints have scored over 50 points. And this season, they only have 2 games under 50, in which they score 14 and 42 points, but their game high is 72. And we all know we don't want to see them put up 72 points on these Comets, because these Comets are going to have to score just as much. 26-41. 5 minutes, 54 seconds left here in this third quarter. And he has to get that.
Kicks that ball to Daniel Brown. Daniel Brown makes a cut, still running past midfield, shows off the speed, and is finally tackled out at about the 40-yard line. We have flags flying in from the opposite side of the field, and we will see what we have.
Has to be a face mask or something of that sort. Horse collar. Has to be something over there, Tyler, right?
Yep. Personal foul. I believe that'll be 15 yards added onto the kickoff return. And these Comets are finally getting some favoritism.
That's what it is.
Turk is tackled once again. Big number 58, the captain, is making plays.
And they put Charlie in there to kind of try to stop this bleeding.
Cooper Dar has been having his way on this defensive line tonight. They run a counter right there with Daniel Brown. And he pretty much has nowhere to go. Only picks up about 2 yards right there. 3 yards, making it 3rd and 7. They have to get some positive yards here. They throw
Got
it
him.
down the middle of the field, and Anton Pierce catches his first touchdown of the game. 41-32. Down by 9.
This is going to be a big 2-point conversion right here. I think Coach has to go with his best stuff, no matter what that may look like. I'd even put Charlie back there, that running back or quarterback.
I wouldn't mind a Charlie Wildcat, but it gives me flashbacks from when I was with Montmel and they put Nico in
goodness.
a Wildcat against Robinson, and that did not work out well. So they keep Ringo back there. He throws a jump ball to Jabray Shaw. It was a holding. No flag was
Yeah,
called.
they got the flag.
A flag did get called, so we will see what the Comets can do now. And Steve, I hear you laughing about that memory I just brought up with Nico in and Wildcat back at Montmel against Robinson.
The one I remember was against Jacksonville. We were driving to score right before the half. They went Nico. Nico went wide. The ball came out. He got popped. Ball came out. Jacksonville returned it for a touchdown.
I remember that game as well. Man, shout out to Nico. Up here and actually goes to Faye right now, but we're on this Mill Sports Network.
And they try to get the push. Can they? It's a fight, and I'm not sure that he was able to get in right there. Making it still a 2-possession game with 4:24 left in the third quarter. You got to.
41-32, 2-possession game, down by 9, 4 minutes, 24 seconds left here in this third quarter. Enough time to go make plays on defense, make plays on offense, and win this game. The Comets aren't leaving without putting up a fight.
And it's more of a focus thing than energy right now, right over here on this sideline, Tyler.
Real quick update again. Springdale leads Maumelle 46-38, headed to the fourth in that basketball game. Try to get an update on the Valley View game. Valley View leads Camden Fairview 21-20 in the fourth.
And that's strong, running strong right there with that ball, making a spin, stand on his feet. And I don't know what these Saints players are drinking in that Gatorade bottle over there, but all of those guys are running strong once they get the ball in their hands, and they're keeping that ball moving.
They are, and another big possession right here by the defense is critical. I think they got to try to get another stop. I know 41 points looks like a lot, but they've been put in tough situations. But as a defense, that's just what happens. That's how the cards are dealt.
And it really was a false start, but there goes Wisdom once again, the 1,000-yard rusher. And I believe that's about a 58-yard touchdown run.
I think even longer than that. It's about 58, Tyler.
It was 58, Carl.
That was.
No mathematician.
He did it so fast, Tyler. I thought he ran a 40-yard dash.
He looked like he was running the 40-yard dash.
Yeah,
My
I can clock
goodness
that
gracious.
kid in right there.
Man, these kids can score easily at will. And these Comets, like I said, they have to keep up.
And it is still a 2-possession game.
And you guys, I think that these big plays are stemming from special teams. When they kick the ball off, they're giving them short field position every time. QJ has to try and kick that ball as far as he can. They can't have him shy away from kicking it to the deep back returner. And they just have to lay it all on the line, stay in their lanes, and make plays. They're giving Shiloh Christian short field. The short field advantage has worked out in their favor every time tonight.
It has, and that's part that's been very tough on this defense. They have given up a few a lot of big plays, actually. I think they've only scored on big plays, Tyler. Have we seen them put a drive together?
We haven't. And when they had to drive 80 yards, that was when they didn't score. What is that?
Do what?
Little Rock Christian.
Mm-hmm.
And those guys have to go back there and attempt to recover that, because if that falls short, that would be a Shiloh Christian touchdown. Another 80-yard stretch for this team. They also have to get 2 two-point conversions.
Down
Tough to
by
think
16. We've seen crazier things happen. We saw what happened right before halftime. And if you guys are watching, we would like to say please like and subscribe to the Mill Sports Network. We also have other networks as well. That is the Silver Hills Bears Sports Network.
He fumbled that football.
And it looks like Shiloh Christian will be back on offense as number 22 recovers that ball. And that was Noah Dedernot, the senior running back / D lineman, recovering the ball right there. 54 to 32.
Dejarnot's also their leading tackler, 108 tackles coming into this game.
Sack leader as well.
I was like 54 to 32. That was not right. They just fixed it.
And they try to put this to bed right here on this drive. Let's see what they can come up with.
Wisdom drops back. Great coverage. Has to throw that ball in the dirt, and he makes a great decision.
A lot of wisdom right there.
The kid is very
wise.
Yes.
One of the better quarterbacks I've seen the Comets play this season for sure.
Guys, that was the first time I've had to switch the board to second down in quite some time. I don't think we've gotten past first down in a while.
Man, like I said, these guys score fast. The longest drive they had the ball 6 times, and that was the turnover on downs.
And they go right back with the quarterback run, which has been successful for them.
And Wisdom isn't shy. He's putting his head down in there. And these Comets are some big guys on this defensive side of the ball. Third down is what it is. 3rd and 6 here in this third quarter. Ball on the 22-yard line.
There you have those wide receivers again, just to get those guys out of that box.
Carl, you have to watch out for the screen and the counter when the wide receivers are that wide. They actually stick with the inside zone. And Bo Williams takes his time, runs at his own pace. And
picks up
looks
enough.
like it's enough for a first down. Down by 16. 1st and 10, ball on the 16-yard line, and Bo Williams.
That's
Or not
22.
Bo
Yeah,
Williams.
it's not Bo on that carry.
That is Dejan. I cannot pronounce his name, but that is Noah on the carry right there.
And
did we get a timeout? I don't know what. No. What are we doing? I don't think there was a timeout on the play. The clock is still stopped. Now it's going to run. Trying to push the clock back up to what? Well, I'm confused. They restarted. Okay.
Bo Williams. And they're playing the inside so tough, they're not even worrying about the outside. And it's tough. Another cornerstone touchdown for Shiloh Christian Saints. And they are now over 50 points, well over 50 points. They average 51 points per game. And we see why.
They're at their average. Now that maybe that means they stopped scoring.
Maybe, but they hold teams to 21 points per game.
And with that field goal, that is a 23-point lead over the Mills Comets. And they say when the Saints come marching in as the band plays this tune, and it is music to the fans' ears on that side, but it's like nails on a chalkboard on this side. Game not yet over. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Let's see if they can try to get some points on the board and possibly get a stop.
You know, with as quick as Mills can score, this game's obviously far from over, but you've got to figure out something defensively, which is easier said than done, as well as the Saints have played offensively in this ball game.
And the play design, the motions, quarterback reads, just has been a task.
Nobody's over there. That ball's – oh, no. The ball stays in play. And we just said that. We just said that. I could tell that he was kicking the ball to stop short of the end zone. And
I haven't liked how they played
folding.
that, Tyler.
I don't like how they played it either, Carl. You said it on the last kick return. And these Shiloh Christian coaches, they're taking great advantage of what they're seeing in these flaws of the Comets.
And this is where it gets tough, man. This is where if you're Mills, you got to dig deep. You've got to figure out a way to keep your head about you here, get a couple yards. I don't know if you watched that Buffalo-Minnesota game the other day, but watching teams trying to sneak out of this position is pretty tough. So
Very tough.
Mills got to get a couple of yards here. You can bring Charlie in to try to help out.
And I wouldn't be ashamed of giving Charlie the ball right now. Just, man, we haven't saw Jabray at running back any this game.
Oh.
He overshoots him by a mile right there. It's just tough out there. You have 8 defenders in coverage, and you're not able to run the football. It's going to be a long night for sure, and a long night it has been. The offense has managed to put up 32 points with the help of a few key defensive stops, but it is not held up here as they run the ball again right there. Just trying to get their backs from against the wall.
Brown banged up.
Daniel Brown gets up hobbling. And we might see Jabray go to a running back with Daniel Brown hobbling right now and them bringing in another receiver. I haven't saw Tyler Johnson back in the game at all. And right there, Turk connects with Pierce. Pierce makes 3 people miss, a 4th person, and they mark him out of bounds, but that's enough for a first down.
Big play right there by Anton just to keep them in this ball game and also getting out of bounds, saving themselves a little time.
Down by 23. It looks ugly, but it can change fast. And 58 is absolutely destroying the right tackle. He goes deep.
QJ and Anton try to just make a play right there. I'm not sure who could jump higher out of those two. QJ got up on that one, Tyler.
Bryant defeats Rogers 42-7, so they move on.
And boy, are those Comets missing Caleb Sane and Cameron Dunbar tonight. As well as Jalen Enso, who is out.
That brings up 3rd down. Third down, 3rd and 4.
And it'd be great to see them get into the end zone before this quarter is over, just to get them some positive momentum going into this 4th quarter. But as they hand the ball off here to Daniel, and he makes the most of it, picking up the 1st down.
And this might be a little far-fetched, but I think a reverse would do the Comets some justice right now. I mean, you see how the Saints are flowing to the ball. There is a such thing as overflowing, and if they do that and just pitch that ball right back to either Pierce, QJ, or Jabray, then maybe we could make some magic.
And God, is number 40 out there holding down that linebacker position. He is a big kid. I can see it up here from the stands, Tyler.
Pretty tall, too.
And Daniel is helped off of the field, not able to walk off on his own strength. He has given his team everything he can for sure tonight, as he has been hobbled up all game.
You know, Daniel got banged up in that game against Hot Springs, and then I think whatever happened on that kickoff return a minute ago, he got banged up and toughed it out for a couple more plays.
Can't ask for much more than that.
And you have to watch Cooper Dar on the defensive line. He's absolutely blowing through his defender.
And they are blowing the forward progress down. I'm not sure if Charlie's going to go much of anywhere else, but they are blowing it dead pretty fast here.
I think they're going to get another play off here. It's going to be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
And they will flip the field here and try to put together a 99-yard drive, which would be pretty tough. Still down right now by 23 points. The score is 55-32, heading into the 4th quarter.
And we'll be back here shortly going into this 4th quarter. Welcome to the 4th quarter, 55-32, where the Comets are trailing by 23 points here in this 4th quarter. The Comets are looking to try and find anything, and Ringo has flushed out the pocket once again, completes that pass to Daniel Brown, and Daniel Brown picks up the 1st down. And I'm assuming that the running back did get out into the flats, or maybe just a little hot route right there. Not sure what really happened.
Good to see 15 back on the field.
For sure, and he had an extra little pep in his step.
And they actually run the play action. Ringo gets through the tackle, has nowhere to go. Throws that ball to Charlie as it slips right through his fingertips, and that brings up 2nd and 10.
You know, 2 injured offensive linemen on this play. He's got to find Charlie quicker on that, though. He had Charlie open, and he just tried to push it downfield a little too long. He's got to get his check down just a bit quicker and give Charlie a chance to find some open field.
And the Comets are already short when it comes to depth at a lot of positions. And now to see 2 offensive linemen banged up is not a sight to see, as Rigo has been sacked 9 times in tonight's game, running for his life. And Noah Badar has been a part of that 3-man front, getting pressure as much as he can. That is big number 58.
Depth has been a problem all year for the Comets. We know that they are an undermanned team for sure, especially in this 5A conference that is so deep with great talent and great athletes.
You got to hate it for that young man. He's been battling an Achilles injury since about week 6, I believe. So to see this as he's figured out a way to play, it seems like every week. And, man, I hate to see that for 58 out there.
And we sure hope he is okay as he is helped to the sideline here.
Definitely, and he is one of those lead blockers, one of those great offensive linemen that the Comets do have. That is Demarius Green, big DG right there, being helped off the field. Turk in the backfield with Daniel Brown, fakes the quick screen, gets tackled by Noah Dar, sacked once again, and he has just been having his way like it's Burger King.
There's the penalty. Okay, about to say that
he did a push-up.
Yeah.
He rolled around on the ground. He kind of strutted his stuff right there, and I think that was a good penalty right there by the referee. Excessive celebration right there. Kind of did what the guys do on Sundays, but they get paid millions for it.
Down by 23, 11 minutes left in this game.
Not sure if they're split. They're trying to hide Charlie over there on the sideline, on the Shiloh sideline, or if he's over there having a conversation with the Saints players, but he walked right to that sideline. And he is outside the hash, right on the white, just about.
And I think they are trying to hide him.
I think that would have been better on this sideline.
Yeah, that's probably the wrong one to do it on.
And is that not an automatic?
There's no automatic first downs in high schools, and we just short of the first here.
Okay. 3rd and 1 here.
Maumelle basketball drops their first game of the season, losing to Springdale 75-51.
It's a good night in Springdale tonight, I'll tell you that.
It's a long couple 3-hour trips for that one anyway for an L. Let's see if our Comets can get back in this one. Wow. So Fairview beats Valley View 26-21.
And they clapping about it.
Apparently they wanted.
That's the matchup they wanted for sure. As we hear the crowd's uproar right there.
Oh, that's right, because they're on the other side. That's
Christian would
right.
have had to go to Valley View. And the Saints stay in this 3 front. You have to keep an eye on Noah Dar, who I said has been having his way with these young O-linemen that they have, and he gets right through there, makes the tackle on Ringo, and not sure if they're going to mark him sharp, but they actually give him the first down.
I mean, come on now, Tyler. You got to give him that one right.
You do, but the refs haven't gave him much tonight, but these Comets are down 23. It's tough right now. 11 minutes left in this 4th quarter, and you just have to open the playbook. I mean, they have 8 guys in coverage, but you have to open the playbook and just you have to try whatever you can. They're bluffing the blitz. Ringo pumps fake, throws that ball right through Pierce's hands, and that's not something we always see.
An injured player, the injured offensive lineman a few minutes ago, was actually Matt Castile. I'm trying to get an eye where he's at down there, but
I believe there's 3 O-linemen that went down for the Comets.
Charlie still out there way wide. You got to think they're going to him eventually.
And Turk throws an interception. That is Holman. And these Comets haven't faced any adversity like this all season.
And you got to think that that may be the stamp on this ball game. With 10 minutes and 30 seconds left, let's see what this Comets defense can do. Hopefully they can come up with a big turnover of some sort here.
And Carl, the only turnover that these Comets would need is a pick 6 or a fumble 6.
yeah, you're going to need a scoop and score something here to change the momentum in a hurry.
It'll definitely have to be a fumble 6
And
as
I
they
don't
hand
think
it off to
Bo
Bo.
Williams is giving that ball up anytime soon.
Wow.
The kid is absolutely amazing running the ball, and he picks up a first down right there. It's been a Bo Williams and wisdom type of night all night.
And Tyler, he reminds me of a Cabot running back.
He does, runs hard under his pads and just keeps on running. And that was Cam Abriano on that carry right there. And it looks like the Saints will be using some of their backup players now with a commanding 23-point lead.
Got a penalty on the field.
And it looks like it might be an illegal substitution down there on the field. Not sure what it is.
It has been a tough outing tonight for those Comets for sure. This explosive offense has just been too much from the jump for the Comets. And this defense, undermanned defense at that, with a couple of guys out, a couple of the key guys.
Quick update on our other PCSSD school in action tonight. Robinson has defeated Batesville 42-7. So they're headed to the semis to battle Parkview.
And I think that will be the game of the playoffs for sure this far.
Yeah, that's one I'm almost willing to drive back from the beach a day early for. Now they're going to wave the flag off. So, you know, as a Maumelle Hornet, as the voice of the Maumelle Hornets, we don't like Parkview very much. So any opportunity to take a shot at Parkview is good with me. Now we got another long conversation.
And through this extensive conversation, we just want to thank you guys for tuning in to the Mill Sports Network. Please make sure you guys like and subscribe on YouTube as well as Natural State Sports.
We will be you guys, commentators, play-by-play broadcasters, whatever you want to call us, the two crazy guys on the network for the basketball season as well. So you have your kids playing basketball you don't want to miss.
Hey, and I'll say that you're going to have to hear my voice a few times this year as well. So there's 1,200 miles round trip of road trips for our Comet basketball team this year. So those trips to Hamburg and Monticello, and you're going to have to put up with me on play-by-play for those ball games. But looking forward to a fun basketball season over at the U. And
yes, sir.
It's going to be a blast. Jabray Shaw, QJ King, and those guys, once they get back over into basketball shape, I know Coach Cooper's got some plans and looking to make another run and another 4A state title for sure.
Yeah, Steve, I'm sure they wouldn't mind. You have a great voice for this right here.
You do. And we've learned so much from you this season, Steve. We sure do appreciate you.
I appreciate you guys.
And they just take a shot. They're just out there trying to have fun, but great coverage right there by QJ King. And I think they're just trying to feed all of the dogs a bone out here right now. as I was surprised to see him put it in the air there. This is definitely a Pulaski Academy Junior type of team.
A lot of history here. I'll say this, too, as the owner-creator of Natural State Sports, I want to say thanks to you guys for such a great season. It's been a blast listening to you guys on the Mill Sports Network and being the voice of this crew, so I appreciate you guys. And let's see who's going to call this timeout. Shiloh.
Yes, sir, Steve. We appreciate you too, man.
It's been a fun season. I hope the fans have enjoyed it. Obviously, year one or season one in the books for our partnership with PCSSD, and so the opportunity to continue this partnership and start following basketball season, and then we're going to even have some spring sports and baseball, softball broadcasts for you as well. But I am looking forward to basketball season. I was talking with Will, our co-owner, other producer as well, and I said, man, I'll be honest, I've moved on from football season. I'm ready for basketball season to get rolling. And we've had some fun, a couple of Maumelle games so far to start this season. And again, here, I think it's December 17th. You guys get ready. December 17th, Mills and Maumelle will face off at the Conway Classic. So, yeah, 2:30 in the afternoon on a Saturday. It's going to be a fun one up in Conway.
Well, I said I like you, Steve, but I think I got it on my calendar to not like you that day.
Sounds like a plan.
Wisdom. Willie, we're going to draw right here and hand it off to Neal. I think they want to get Neal some of this run action as Neal cuts it up, still running, still going, gets into the end zone for a cornerstone touchdown. Fireworks, dark lights, screaming fans, sad fans, fans leaving, fans staying. And they now are only 11 points shy of their game high this season of 72 points. 61-32 is what it is. 9 minutes. Oh, that's what you said. 9 minutes and 23 seconds left here in this fourth quarter. Carlton shoots.
Tyler Felton.
CES Junior. And the field goal was up, in, and good. 62-32, up by 30 points. 9 minutes, 23 seconds left, a commanding lead. And these Comets are wrapping it up. Sad to see these guys cry. I loved being a part of Coach Lee and this Comets football team this season. And it's just something that I hate to see for these young guys to have to go home with an L tonight.
Sure is a tough thing. I love this group. I love Coach Lee for sure. I just love what this program is about and what they stand for. I hate that they fell short here in the second round of this playoffs, as hope seems little to none with 9 minutes and 23 seconds left in this ball game. But once again, we just want to thank all coaches, fans, players for helping us and just interacting with us, making us feel at home and as if we are part of the U, and now we surely are.
We are, and while we have some time, I would like to shout out the coaches. Coach Lee, as they kick this ball off right here to Daniel Brown, and the Saints nearly recovered that one as well. But shout out to Coach Lee. We appreciate you, Coach Scooter. Vaughn, that's Coach Scoot. Defensive coordinator, Coach Ricky Hicks, that's Coach Hicks. And the DB and wide receiver coach, Coach Bill. O-line coach, Coach Gates. D-line coach, Coach Barnes. Strength and conditioning / RB coach, that's Coach Barton. And the strength and conditioning coach, Coach Bo. We'd like to just shout out all those coaches. Shout out these players. Sad night tonight, man. And they need a receiver right here, and this is where things just tend to fall apart. And that's something you hate to see. You have the sophomore Zion Smith in at running back. As I said, he loves the TCU Horned Frogs, wants to be a part of their program one day. 1 sack in 11 games. Turk.
Oh, I think he caught it.
Pass.
Oh, boy.
My God.
Nearly intercepted by Neal.
Neal has had himself a ball game already on both sides of the ball.
And like I say, against opposing teams, when it rains, it pours. But tonight, seems like the Comets are under that one cloud.
Boy, that happened right in front of us. I thought he got a toe down. That was a heck of an effort by Neal.
I sure would like to see the instant replay on that one for sure, Steve.
And it's no Tyler Johnson, no Jabray, no Murdoch. QJ King, that pass a little bit behind him.
Pass intended for QJ King. It falls incomplete. It's third down.
3rd and 10.
You guys drop it in the comments what you think of us at the Mill Sports Network. Give these guys sitting next to me a lot of praise and applause, as Tyler and Carlton done a great job all season for the Mill Sports Network.
And as you see, Zion Smith right there in the flats. I mean, it's been there a lot tonight, but they're just now using it. Turk picks up the first down. And speaking of Turk, Ringo actually has another season. Yes, he's only a junior. Had a great season this year. So Ringo will be back with these Comets along with Charlie. So those two guys, a lot of guys on the defensive side of the ball, Caleb Sane, I believe, just a lot of them are returning. You have Ringo right there trying to get that ball to Jabray Shaw. He does, as Jabray just goes out of bounds, makes the smart play right there. They're down by 30, 8 minutes and 30 seconds left. Not much you can do. We've seen crazier, but we haven't seen this crazy.
Sure haven't, Tyler. And if they were even able to try to make a comeback here, I don't think I would make it to see the end of that, all of the screaming that I would be doing. But I sure am ready to see these guys get back into that basketball shape. Some of these guys that we've grown to have relationships with. It'll be interesting. It sure will be fun. Turk takes off again around the right side.
Not sure what he was looking for. Maybe that was his hezzy move right there.
I think he was hoping for some blockers to get out in front of him there and help him out, and they just weren't there.
A little look off right there. Unsuccessful.
Second down.
And they hand that ball off to the big Zion Smith, the sophomore running back, standing at 6 feet, 225.
25.
And he's every bit of it as his helmet comes off right there.
I think he has to come out for a play.
And he actually doesn't.
He's just ready to play football. Will Murdoch be returning as well, Tyler?
Not sure, Carl. Could you look that up and see? And these Comets are just taking their time.
Yeah, Murdoch's a junior, so he'll be back.
Man, that D-line is going to be so scary.
And Carl, I said Murdoch was a junior and was coming back with Caleb saying, trying to trick me up, man? Are you trying to trick me up? Ringo, high snap, still looks to throw the Hail Mary. Points, directs traffic, throws the ball deep into the end zone.
And man, that still was a great
Neal,
effort.
once again, everywhere around the ball. The Shiloh Christian Saints, I mean, they have a commanding 30-point lead, but they came out at the beginning of the game and got right to business. Took the kick return almost to the end zone, scored on the first play of their drive, and ever since they've been all about business.
And a good tackle right there on Turk. I'm not sure about the mercy rule in high school.
Need 5 more here, so.
It's 35.
Yep. Yeah, you guys haven't got to see much of that on either side. That meant Mills hadn't jumped out that much in front of folks, and obviously haven't faced a game like this down this big. So
Zion Smith picks up a great block. That ball is intercepted by Neal, who has 4 pass deflections, a touchdown, an interception, hopefully not a pick six. A pick six. And these guys now are just points shy of their game high 72 points.
And that is the ball game with the mercy rule right there.
And it looks like Achilles Ringo is down.
Once again, hats off to a great football season by these Mills Comets. We appreciate all supporters, fans, players, coaches, and the whole staff.
Hey, listen, I want to put this out there as well. If you're looking for a way to support your Mills Comets, we've got some advertising options available for the rest of this for basketball season as we get things going. A couple of prime spots that are available, the free throw sponsorship as well as the 3-point sponsorship. So 2 big-time sponsorships available on the basketball streams as well as our player of the game and others. So reach out to us and give us a shout. And actually, it looks like they've called this interception return back. So take the points off the board.
It was a flag down on the field, Steve. Not sure what that flag was for.
Yes, and a block in the back.
I don't see Ringo in. Oh, he's right there at. No, he actually comes out. I did see him.
Yeah, the interception's
on the field.
Oh no, are they going to call? It's going to be Mills' ball. I completely missed the call. Did you get the call over there?
I didn't. I just saw the flag call. I just saw the flag thrown. It was at midfield, so I'm not sure what that could have been.
Unless they got a roughing the passer possibly, and that's why. Because I didn't keep my eye on Turk. That's got it. Turk's out.
King.
He's out. He came out of the game.
The quarterback is at receiver. QJ King, number 0, is at quarterback.
Oh, no, Turk is at quarterback or wide receiver. You're right.
At wide
QJ is
receiver.
at quarterback. Okay. Because the way Ringo came off the field, it looked like he was banged up. I don't know what that was.
You have to watch the jet sweep to Jabray Shaw or the quarterback draw with QJ King. He actually sends Jabray Shaw in motion. And we have a false start on the offense. They don't seem to be on the same page. Chapter 1, page 37. And Shiloh Christian, they're having a blast on their sideline right now, giving out free hamburgers and hot dogs, popcorn, Skittles, and everything right now.
Nobody wanted to get out of their seats to go buy the hamburgers. It's too cold.
Man, too cold.
I thought you two were going to come to blows over that window being open there for a minute.
Oh, yeah, I'll get them later when we get home, Steve.
Number 17, who we don't see much of,
he was
is
down.
popped and fumbled the ball right there.
Okay.
And he was down. And if we can get a name for number 17, I believe number 17.
I don't think I've got a James Stevenson, if that's correct.
James Stevenson, the senior wide receiver, standing at 5'9", getting his first catch of the season this year.
And these kids honestly don't have anything to hang their heads about. What a season. One of the best football seasons Mills has had in a very, very long time.
And Ringo just flips that ball to QJ King. QJ makes a cut, and
Ringo is
down. His number 22, Deer Nut, does a little bit extra.
We've got another penalty on the field. I think that's going to be either a hold or a roughing. This thing's getting a little chippy here late. And Ringo is still nursing something. He's hurting back here at the 43, 44-yard line. While they figure this out, I want to make a comment real quick because I know after that Maumelle Mills matchup, we had a lot of back and forth in that ball game, a lot of extracurricular in that game, and I know that after the ball game, Coach Lee and I had a conversation later in the week, and there were some questions as far as some of my comments about discipline and that about this Mills team, and I tell you, from that point forward, the difference in this team, the demeanor on the field, the way that they've played the game, they've acted professionally, they've handled themselves in a professional manner, and that's the reason this team's in this position. And back after that game, I know, it looked like it was going to be tough to keep this team disciplined, and Coach Lee and his staff has done just an absolutely phenomenal job with this squad. These kids have responded, and it's been a great season for Mills. Like you said, one of the best seasons in Mills history.
It absolutely has. They had athletes everywhere. Great coaching staff on the offensive and defensive side. Daniel Brown back in with Ringo. Ringo looks to Jabray Shaw, throws to Jabray Shaw, nearly throws another pick to Holman, and that brings up 4th down.
Pass to number 8, Ray Shaw. Defended by Holman. It's 4th down.
And they send James Stevenson in motion. Goes deep to Jabray Shaw. That ball is thrown where no one can get it. And the Comets come out on defense. Ryan White, Derek Murdoch, Zion Smith, Miles Castor Williams, RJ, QJ King, Charlie. And this game is pretty much over. Sad to say, 62-32. Down by 35 minutes left in this game. If you're viewing, we would like to say thank you. It's been a great season, and we're glad to have you here on the Mill Sports Network.
Got it back somehow.
and that is the backup quarterback in now as they take some of the main guys out and try to prepare them for the matchup next week, as Camden Fairview will be traveling up here to Shiloh.
So the 5A is just about set in the semis.
And it looks like another touchdown for the third-string running back. That is Ireland going into the end zone. And 68 points. 4 points shy of their game-high 72.
And I believe that should
That is a mercy rule.
conclude the ball game.
Kick is good, 69-32.
I think I've heard that turn down for what song this many times at a football game since the last time I went to Neyland Stadium for an Arkansas-Tennessee game.
Oh, man, I remember that one.
And 1 week after that, Tennessee got in trouble for using the third down for what? They had a copyright issue and had to stop using it after that.
And are they going to let them play it out here, Steve?
Clock will start running now. That should do it.
Man, their DJ on this side of Shiloh Christian is doing a great job with the select choice of songs he's playing. Boom shakalaka. That's what we hear. Boom shakalaka.
That's what the scoreboard's been doing.
And that does it for these Comets.
So we'll have a running clock the rest of the way. It's going to be a dejected group of Comets when they leave here, but I got to tell you, man, this is nothing to hang your head about. It's a very talented Shiloh Christian team, and give them a lot of credit, but Mills deserves a lot of credit for a great season. And finish the season 10-2. Only losses to Robinson, who will be playing for a chance at a state title, to go to a state title next week.
And man, oh man, is Robinson happy to have beaten the Comets about 4 weeks ago.
Well, they got their work cut out for them.
Daniel Brown with that carry right there.
I want to say a big thanks to my wife, Kristen Henson, up on our main cam tonight. If she's not an ice cube up there, hopefully she's – the camera still moves intermittently, so I think she's still got some blood flowing up there for us.
Big shout-out to her.
This is 2 weeks in a row. She's braved this weather. So.
She's definitely doing the hard part.
I think she's going to be happy to be in an arena for the rest of the season.
Man, I can't blame her. I'm going to be happy too. Zion Smith, the wannabe TCU Horned Frog, gets going and picks up a first down. QJ King. And Carl, I like to see Zion Smith back there, the sophomore, running back, linebacker.
He's pretty hungry.
He is pretty hungry, and I like to see that. And, Carl, I believe that hunger comes from him. He also told me that he's in a single-parent home where it's just him and his mother, and he says she's sometimes the loudest in the stadium. And he says that's where his drive comes from. It stems from him and his single-parent household, him and his mother. So he's always playing like he has something to prove and trying to help her out. You see him telling Coach Scoot, give me the ball, give me the ball. He's pointing at himself, and I can't blame the young man right now. He's only a sophomore, has about 2 more seasons with these Comets or wherever he goes. We want to see him do well.
He will be a sight to see as he takes the carry there, picking up a couple of yards.
I think he wants it again. One glove on. He shows you he's about business. Looks to pick up the block. That's the type of guy I like. Ringo tries to go deep too. Jabray Shaw overthrows him once again. And that brings up 4th down, 1 yard to go. Do you just go and get the first down, or what do you do?
And they actually get Miles Castor out here as Jabray hobbles back to the sideline.
We are trying to get Jabray one more score before it was all said and done there.
And a great high school career to cap off here for him.
Well, UCA getting a steal.
I don't think anybody was stopping Zion from getting a yard there. And UCA is getting a steal, at least at the moment.
Right.
Not sure. I'm pretty sure some other offers will roll in.
And if they don't, I got a feeling give him a year or two at UCA, and he's going to have some other opportunities thanks to that transfer portal.
For sure.
Ringo drops back, and he's just trying to connect with his receivers right there. That was QJ King on that play.
And QJ, the senior, one of the stars of the basketball team as well. So this is not the last you will see of him on the Mill Sports Network, and that is for sure.
And I'm going to tell you right now, if you have not got an opportunity to see QJ on the basketball floor court, oh my goodness, you got a treat coming.
And I actually got to play with QJ, and he was a little younger, but he's just as talented.
Carl, how old are you? Tell us something that we don't know.
Just a little older.
And that will do it here for this Comets football season on the Mill Sports Network. I'm Tyler Fountain, the lead play-by-play commentator, along with my partner, Carlton Schutz. We have our man Steve Henson helping out on production and this little play-by-play, as well as his wife, who we want to thank so much, Miss Kristen Henson, up top in the code for the past 2 weeks. We want to say thank you to you, and thank you to the subscribers and the people who've always tuned in and week out. We just want to say thank you. Please like and subscribe. If you do have a kid playing basketball and want to continue to keep up with me and Carlton, we will be doing the basketball season on the Mill Sports Network. And we just want to say thank you. It's been a great season. We appreciate you guys for listening to us and always tuning in. We will be back here shortly for the postgame show as the Comets lose 69-32 here in the playoffs. Their season is now over.
Buying a house can be intimidating, whether it's your first house or your 10th house. You know, and at Cornerstone, I feel like it's our job to kind of act as that offensive line for you. We want to help you get that ball to the end zone, so we're going to pave the way for you. And what we want to do is get you to the closing table on time with no stress, so you can do your own little touchdown dance, whatever that may be.
And that does it for the Mills Comets and their season, losing 69-32, a commanding 37-point loss to the Shiloh Christian Saints. And, I mean, the 32 points that the Comets did score, they were well earned. I mean, we had Anton Pierce get in the end zone, Jabray Shaw, those two seniors. We also had a couple other players score. And tonight's has just been a tough night for the Comets. They have a long ride home. And Steve Carter, you two have anything to say about the Comets game tonight?
That's about all I got.
Just don't hang your heads to the seniors. You went out with a bang for sure. Way better than my senior season in Central, I tell you that. And I wish you guys the best on your future endeavors in life.
You know, the one thing that I'll say, and I'll follow up with what you said, Carlton, congratulations to these seniors and this crew. But, again, think about just how much this team has accomplished this season, making the move up from 4A to 5A for the first time and battling all the way to the quarterfinals, and just ran into a buzzsaw in this Shiloh Christian team tonight. So, but, again, congratulations to this Mills Comets team. Congratulations, Coach Lee, his coaching staff. It's been a great season. We've been blessed to cover it here on the PCSSD Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports. Appreciate you two guys. Great job this football season, and looking forward to hearing you guys in the arena here in just a couple of short weeks.
Yes, sir, and we want to say thank you too, Steve. And that will do it for the Mills Sports Network here in this football season of 2022. Tyler Fountain, Carl